Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I'm using this sketch by Page Maps. I had got it off the Page Maps website and it is from January 2016. I'm using some basil white cardstock as my background, and that leaf paper is from Amy Tangerine and it is called Soap and Water. That is from her new collection, Better Together. The photos that I'm going to scrapbook are of not a trip because it's here, but my husband and I had went to the Savannah Wildlife Refuge. This was in July of 2010, and they had it was barricaded, but we walked around the barricades and walked through there anyways, and we were gently shoot off by a patrol, but that's okay, not before we were able to get some pictures. And one of the pictures is of this alligator, and on another page next to this, I'm going to do some pocket pages. It shows the alligator from a distance, and he is slowly creeping up on this egret, which is a bird, and I thought we were going to be able to see this alligator start feeding, but the egret caught sight of him and flew away. But I do have pictures of that whole process, and it was really neat. So on the opposite side of this, I'm going to do pocket pages with that egret, and it's kind of neat. The other picture on here says feeding or harassing alligators is a violation of state/federal law, and I just took a picture of that sign. We did not feed or harass the alligators. So there were a lot of alligators out this day. You can hear them croaking, but this is the only one that I actually saw. So on the sketch, it called for like an envelope and a tag. And if you go back a few frames, you can see where I had made that envelope. I used my silhouette for it. Today it's April 3rd. It is Sunday. Well, I did this layout yesterday, and yesterday I did like 3 layouts, I believe, and I used my silhouette on all of them. I'm trying to use it a little more. I have a list of different items that I have, or items or techniques like acrylic paints, the silhouette, the sewing machine, just different things like that. And I'm trying to use everything that I have at least once a month so that I know I'm getting use out of what I have, because when it's out of sight you don't really remember that you have those things. So that is what I have been doing, and that's why I pulled out the silhouette and used it so much. So the teal thickers that I use, well, they're not thickers, I apologize, that's a brand name. The teal letter stickers that I used are by Heidi Swap, and they are puffy stickers. These Wildlife Refuge that I wrote out, that is in a cocoa vanilla letter sticker. The triangle paper I used is Jen Hadfield Everyday Pops of Color, and on the envelope you can see the wood grain showing. That is the opposite side of that paper. These are Heidi Swap transparent stickers. I was going through that box. Those are items I had gotten in the March Scraptastic kit, and I was just going through there seeing if there's anything else I can use. I'm done using that kit at this point, but I am going to keep those embellishments and pieces out so that I can try and get more use out of them. That is just a piece of scrap paper I wanted to put back behind there. Now I'm going to pull out all these stars, and I had punched those out with an EK Success punch on or for a different layout, but I had a lot of stars left over, and I layer them up and put them down under the W on Wildlife. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I layered them up at angles so it kind of looks like a several pointed star, and in the end I end up just ripping off the top one and using one only because I thought it looked pretty cool, but when I looked at it, a little while later, it didn't. It just looked kind of nutty. So I do end up changing that, and they are in the still photos at the end. And also I wanted to mention that my photos, I just went outside and took them this morning, and it's still a little overcast here, so they aren't the greatest. They're a little dark. I tried to use the exposure on Photoshop, and it kind of made the white look gray. So I'm not really great at editing photos, and it shows. So they aren't really, the photos at the end aren't really true. That ticket I'm putting down there was from the Chamel Starshine ephemera. It says one-way ticket, and there is a red star I place on top of it. I also had put down a red arrow over to the left above the feeding or harassing picture. And the reason I used those red is because there is, on that triangle paper, there is one red triangle sticking out. I actually tried to cover that, and so I didn't have to add any red. It didn't work that well, so I went ahead and kept it on there and just added a couple more reds. Here I'm putting down Gator, and that is also in the Heidi Swap Puffy stickers. Right there I'm playing with one of those stars that I had punched out for a previous layout. That is not, that one star actually is going to go right under the corner of that beating or harassing alligators photo mat. So here I'm looking to see if I can put down a geotag, and I did. I put it right in front of Savannah because that is a place, and I thought that worked perfectly. I am using Stays On ink in a Project Life date stamp. That Project Life roller date stamp is one of my favorites. It ends in 2016, so next year I'm probably going to have to find another one. Hopefully she'll come out with another one. I don't know why, I just really like that one. I'm putting down that dark blue enamel dot was a Chamel, and the other ones were from We Are Memory Keepers. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.